Hi everyone. It is Thursday today, and I'm gonna do kind of more of a health update today. I'm having so kind of health related, not entirely. I'm having just in general a really hard time this week. Part of it is kind of the post wedding, post honeymoon letdown of coming back to real life, and like I don't have a ton of stuff going on that I'm really excited to be involved in and doing. So um, like Eric came home and immediately jumped right back into work, and he's been working a ton, and he has this side project that he does with his best friend, and so like he's been having to do a ton of work for that too. Um, and so that has like he's been really glad to get back to doing that. But it's also meant that we basically went from being together, spending all of our time together for the past week on the honeymoon, to hardly seeing each other, which is not what either of us wants, but that's what's happening right now. Um, so that's been really hard, and just kind of in general, this week has been a really rough week for me, emotionally, and so I'm just kind of having a rough time. Yesterday I did get to go and take care of Charlotte for the day, which was a lot of fun. Like she and I both enjoyed ourselves a lot. It was really cute. Apparently, when I got there, like I drove up and everything, and she knew that I was there. And apparently, before I came in, she said, "My friend Annie is here," um, which I thought was really cute. Her mom told me that when I came in. So that was a lot of fun, and like I feel like if I had that to come back to, it would be a lot easier to come back, but I don't, and I also have this kind of daunting um, thing looming ahead, which is the announcement to my church that I'm leaving at the end of the church year. Leaving my position, which also means that I'm leaving the church, because I'm not allowed to stay. But I mean, it's part of the reason why I'm leaving the position is that it's not close by anymore. Um, so anyway, so that is also weighing on me and has been really hard to wrap my brain around doing that. Plus, on top of that, we came back Sunday and then immediately Monday afternoon met with Eric's accountant to do his taxes and then also talk about the situation with the condo and the mortgage and all of that. And that meeting um, did not go as I had imagined that it might, and I ended up feeling like I was just tagging along, and it was just not a great situation. So we're kind of dealing with the after effects of that, and try to figure out how to communicate about it to each other, Eric and I. So all of this stuff that just has kind of um, happened to come down this week, um, and has just made it really hard to come home. Um, it's like, welcome home! Here's all of this stuff to deal with. Um, so it hasn't really been much fun to come home. Um, I would have really liked to have been able to just stay in Vermont for a while longer. And I don't know how much of that is just wanting to stay away from all of these things. Um, but anyway, so that's all of that stuff. And then, in addition to all of that, I'm now back on antibiotics. I started back on them on Tuesday. So I am on IV doxycycline, and I'm on IV Zithromax. And I'm on a reduced dose of the Zithromax because If I go on a full dose of it, then I get tinnitus ringing in my ears. So I'm on 400 milligrams of the doxycycline and 250 of the Zithromax. So, yeah, and I have those in the Eclipse pumps, the ball pumps, which are great. But it's, in total, the 2 antibiotics take 5 hours to infuse, which makes me really, really glad at this point that I have a double lumen port, because, like, yesterday, I don't infuse stuff when I'm nannying. So yesterday I was nannying for Charlotte, and so I wasn't doing anything for basically the whole day. And so I got home and was able to do the antibiotics in one lumen and do my fluids in the other lumen. So otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do my fluids, basically, is what that would mean. So that's good. But for me, so I think I can possibly blame part of this emotional stuff on being back on treatment and having herx stuff going on. Because for me, herxing has an emotional component to it. But the emotional stuff definitely started before I started on the antibiotics. So it's not all just from herxing. There was definitely stuff going on before that. So, yeah, so that's kind of what's going on. I'm still on the Malarone, and I'm off of the artemisinin this week. I realized that I was actually supposed to be doing it 3 weeks on and 1 week off, which I hadn't been doing. I found the paper that my doctor had written the instructions on, so I'm taking this week off, and then I'll be back on it, and I'll actually follow that pulsing schedule. But I'm on everything else constantly. So that's kind of what's going on. Last night, unfortunately, I had really, really severe lower abdominal pain, which I don't know what it was from. I'm still having a little bit of residual pain, but it's nowhere near what it was last night. Like, it was really, really bad. If it hadn't calmed down, it probably would have been a trip to the ER in the middle of the night. Like, it was severe. It was bad enough so that I, like, and where it was and everything, I was slightly concerned that, it could be appendicitis or something like that. I'm not sure what it was. I've had some pain like that in the past, which has been kind of unexplained. It didn't feel like, it wasn't stomach pain. I don't really know what it was. But I'll certainly make a note of it and talk to my doctor about it when I see her. And we'll try to figure out what's going on. Yeah, so that's pretty much the story, I think. I finally got the video of the tour of the cabin up, and I watched it and realized that I look extremely pale and really tired in the video. And that was the last morning. That was Sunday morning when we were leaving. So I think that the week in Vermont tired me out more than I realized. Like, I came home and I've been sleeping quite a bit. So, yeah. Anyway, so that's up. I'm also going to work on putting together a little slideshow of pictures from both the wedding and the honeymoon. So I'll probably do just one slideshow of all of that. Yeah, I don't really have anything else. So I will probably update again. I mean, there's not a ton going on, so but if I get bored, I'll probably update again. I don't really have much going on. So there's not a ton of stuff to fill my time with. I'm kind of trying to get myself back into my church work as much as possible. But it's been a little bit difficult. Um, so anyway, hopefully I have to go to church this afternoon to meet with the minister, so hopefully that will help to kind of push me. Um, so yeah. So I hope you're all doing well and having a good week. I've been trying to catch up on videos as much as possible, but I don't feel like I have done a very good job so far. So that might be something for this afternoon. Um, so yeah, so I hope you're all doing well and thinking of you, and I will talk to you all soon. Alright, bye.